Now again, we have this spatial quality to synesthesia. Here's a representation by a synesthete of the alphabet landscape that he experiences. And here's a kind of very beautiful one by photographer Marcia Smilak, who is a synesthete, experiences sounds as having shapes and colors and occupying space. And this is her landscape of a telephone ringing. Here we have contemporary artist Timothy Layden, and here this painting is called Kitchen Purr. He's painting the sounds of his kitchen. So he said, you know, for example, the kettle boiling, chopping ginger, tapping spice jars, all of these different sounds of his kitchen. He experiences as lines of color kind of crisscrossing, and here he depicts it in his painting. Carol Steen, who I mentioned earlier, you saw her colored alphabet a little bit earlier. She's also a visual artist and a sculptor, and she experiences music as having colors and shapes, and this is for her the depiction of the sounds of the Japanese flute. Julie Hedrick, another contemporary painter, her experience of walking through a forest and hearing the forest sounds. Now here's young German artist, Christina Sofing, who says that every voice she hears has a different color and shape. And in fact, here we have her painting of a speaking voice versus a singing voice. And she said that she was able to teach one of her non-synesthete singer friends to sing her paintings by explaining her experience. Here we have David Hockney, the great contemporary painter, who also reports experiencing synesthesia. Maybe some of you have seen this wonderful movie, David Hockney, The Colors of Music. I know one person here who has. David Hockney, The Colors of Music. There's a great scene where David Hockney is kind of driving along the Pacific Coast Highway in California, and as he's driving, the hills are around him, and he's listening to the music of Wagner. And he's experiencing the music as having colors, and somehow those colors are getting incorporated into the landscape and make their way into his painting. The painting is called Pacific Coast Highway and Santa Monica. You may know that David Hockney once painted stage sets for the Metropolitan Opera. And sometimes there were very unusual effects. Here we have red tree trunks and blue leaves, because those were the colors he was hearing in the opera music.